我是一位医生，1970年开始参加工作，至今已经从医52年。我当医生是一个偶尔的机会，是误打误撞的进了医疗行业。我高中毕业的那一年是1965年，我的所有的志愿都是工科，就是因为我们的教导主任本身有尿毒症，我当时的功课很好，他把我第一志愿改成了医学院。我想当年的成绩很好，结果就被山东医学院录取。等我接到录取通知书的时候，我看我自己都懵了。我没填医学院，怎么进了医学院？所以从那以后，我的命运就改变了。现在来看，老师给我选的行业很好，能尽一份责任，实行为人民服务、救死扶伤。从医50多年，我也觉得我们自己的成就感也很高。从我们从医到现在，从死亡战线上拉出了好多人，而且是增加了我自己对生命的敬畏。当医生，你是一个医生都要学习的过程，因为你碰到的难题太多了。它不是说像书本上说的这一个病是千篇一律的，它不是。一个医生对病人的病史仔细的斟酌，是对自己很严格的要求。医生不能光靠检查单子来去判断病情，要靠你的临床经验和你的物理诊断来对一个病人进行全身心的去救治。一个真正的好医生没有其他的想法，就是把自己置身于那个环境，把病人真正的当做你自己的亲人来对待，急病人说急，痛病人说痛，而且是在技术上精益求精。我做到别人会的我也会，别人不会的我也要会，去攻克一个个的难点。病人绝对对你是无比的崇拜和信仰，这就是中国的医生。
I believe the most successful aspect of my submitted work is the actual content communicated through the interview. I think my questions drew out very engaging and insightful answers regarding my grandma's experiences and her opinion on the process of becoming a doctor. My grandma's passion in her work and a doctor's responsibilities in saving lives and protecting others translate really well through the content discussed and how I arranged the information. Just looking back and editing through all the footage, I personally felt really touched by the message she was conveying and her dedication to her career. And personally, I really like the arrangement of the last line where she says, "This is what a Chinese doctor is made of." I think it leaves a very strong message for the audiences and generates immense respect towards people working in the medical field. I think the most problematic aspect of the portrait interview is that most of the B-roll was stock footage or archival footage, and it wasn't shot by me or personally connected to my grandma. Since the work is a personal narrative and a portrait interview of my grandma, I intended to create an authentic and nostalgic undertone. But it was really difficult to find footage or items from when my grandma was younger or when she just started working because it was such a long time ago. I suppose the aged visual aesthetic of archival footage does work to produce the nostalgic feeling that I was trying to amalgamate in my work. Additionally, a limitation of filming content related to medical work is that I don't have permission to film in hospitals, so I can't exactly get authentic footage of my grandma working or her reenacting what she was discussing in her answers. So that really became an obstacle for me to try transform stock footage to make it look more authentic and fit the aesthetic flow of my work. One key learning discovery that I made in terms of the creative possibilities of portrait interviews is to frame the questions in a way to engage storytelling, which also evokes more emotive responses. This discovery was initially led by Rappage's writing, where he contends for interviewers to aim to elicit feelings. He suggests that emotions are attached to the interviewee's memories, and often the only way to reveal those emotions is to ask for stories, and stories. My grandma is not a very expressive or emotional person, so initially when I was asking quite general questions, I didn't really receive the abstract and emotive answers I was looking for. But when I applied Rabbidge's contention in providing her with an opportunity for storytelling, she responded with answers that really revealed her passion and dedication for her career and responsibilities as a doctor. It is more engaging to base a portrait interview around a narrative or personal storytelling in order to capture more authentic responses and emotions. A core lesson I learned in the production process that would be beneficial for my further developments as a media practitioner is to plan the production with editing in mind. As discussed before in our lectorials, the story making and true creation of the media piece occurs in the editing process, so it is vital for me to plan out every detail accordingly. Most professional media productions involve the contribution of a lot of different creative personnel, so it would be even more important to organize the filming process and collect the required footage ready for editing. Planning and shooting to edit in the pre-production process of my portrait interview saved me a lot of time during the filming process and editing process, since I knew what kind of footage I wanted and roughly how I wanted to compose the piece, and it just keeps the whole process more smooth sailing.